Welcome to this demo tutorial. In this tutorial I will be explaining what eCommunicate desktop can do for you, and I will be introducing you to the various parts of the application. Okay, so let's start off with what can eCommunicate desktop do. Okay, so here are some feature highlights of the program. It contains an address book which allows you to store contacts and groups of contacts. You can import contacts from common sources like Outlook, Outlook Express, Microsoft Excel, or comma-separated value files. And similarly, you can export contacts to an Excel file. Okay, so here's the main part of the application, is really sending SMSs. You can send bulk SMSs to individual contacts in your address book, to groups of contacts, to once-off numbers, or you can simply just paste in numbers from the clipboard into a new SMS message, which we'll show you how to do a bit later. You can personalize SMSs with contact fields, so you can say, "Dear Jeremy, Dear Jane," every message will be personalized to the recipient. You can schedule SMSs to be sent at a future point in time, and you can likewise cancel scheduled messages should the need arise, if it's before the time that the message has been scheduled for. And then the program contains a number of useful features for sending an SMS. There are templates where you can easily insert a pre-made message, and also footers. You can add pre-made footers to your message. Okay, one of the unique features of the program is a very useful summary view, which allows you to see very quickly when you've sent a batch how many messages went through okay, how many failed, and what was the reason for failure. We'll explain those things in details at a later point. And then with all sent messages, you can export them into various formats, Excel, PDF, and you can also print them. And then lastly, I'll mention one of our advanced features is an SMS reminders feature, where you can enter appointments into a calendar and you will have SMS reminder messages sent out automatically according to some rules that you set up initially. And similarly, you can add birthdays to the calendar and have birthday messages sent out automatically. This is an advanced feature, and we will explain it in more detail in a separate video tutorial. Okay, so now let's look at the program. You can see we've got the main actions of the program. We've got the address book section with contacts and groups of contacts. Then we've got the messages section. The main point of this section is the sent messages, where you can see a summary of all the messages you've sent. There's also an inbox section where you will receive replies to SMSs you sent. An outbox section where you can store messages before sending them. If, for example, you're offline, you can't send them at that point in time. And a draft section for saved messages that you haven't decided to send. And then lastly, we've got the calendar section that relates to the SMS reminders feature, and we'll describe that in more detail at a later point. When you start the application, it starts on the start page section, which gives you a very easy view into various parts of the application and gives you instructions on how to proceed with the various common tasks, like how to add a new contact to the address book, how to send an SMS, how to personalize an SMS, import, etc. So if you're a little bit stuck, just look at the start page and that will probably help you get along with what you want to do. Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll describe various other parts of the application in more detail in another tutorial.